What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. Now, of course, last night the Los Angeles Lakers were without LeBron James. As we have learned, he has been nursing a injury that apparently is media generated, or at least exaggerated. He's been vacationing in LA, enjoying his second extended break this season. And the Lakers have been suffering. Luka put up 45 points last night, but it did not matter. The Milwaukee Bucks got a much-needed boost for this season. A great victory against a Lakers team. People want me to take pity on them, saying the Lakers are depleted. Don't want to do it and won't do it because LeBron fans have never taken any pity on anybody else that's been depleted. They brag about it. They were chirping, real loud, arrogant, haughty, you might even say. Where are the miles now? Now they want pity. Kiss my ass. Now, LeBron's new partner, Luka, will be out versus the Denver Nuggets. It seems as if the Cheetos and the beer and a hookah that he has been shoving into his fucking face are starting to take their toll. And Luka, mighty hefty Luka, is out. I think it's something dealing with his ankle, I think it is. You know, he's always having problems with his ankles or knees or what have you. He's been generally laboring this year. And a lot of it does have to do with, I think, him just being too goddamn big. And I think the world of sports, and I think fans everywhere, owe Nico Harrison at least some consideration here because there's something going on, okay? Yes, Luka's extremely talented, but they're seeing something they would know. They deal with Luka on a day-to-day basis. You guys just observe him from afar. Of course he's very talented, but they see something, okay? They see something. Look, we all know Daryl Strawberry. Doc Gooden, Dwight Doc Gooden, were extraordinarily talented, right? But they were both dealing with something, right? Now, I'm not saying Luke was dealing with that, but there's something that they were seeing. It's the reason why Rick Carlisle was ran out of Dallas. But anyway, Lakers are screwed tonight. They're screwed. They don't have Luka. You know they got LeBron. They don't got Rui Hachimura. They don't have Jackson Hayes. They're done. And this is what makes great coaches. You understand what I'm saying? These are the moments that make great coaches. I recall, I think it was it last year or the year before that? I think it might have been the year before last. When LeBron, Ramon James, and Anthony Davis were out at the same time. And the Lakers, the Patchwork Lakers, were playing in Boston. Matter of fact, this was last year. I take that back. It was last year because it was against the eventual champion Boston Celtics. And LeBron fans, who never really were fans of the Lakers to begin with, only LeBron fans, were rooting against their own coach to lose against the Boston Celtics at Boston, to lose in the Fleet Center. Darvin Ham put on a coaching masterclass because he's actually a great coach. You know, kind of like how he and Doc Rivers beat that ass last night against the Los Angeles Fakers. A bunch of role players, never no fear. Darvin Ham led the team to victory, a victory that the media ignored. You know, the same victory that LeBron front running on at the end, acting like he was rooting for the team, when in reality he was taking a seat to sabotage his boy. By the way, remember Darvin Ham said all the right things. Darvin Ham called LeBron James a GOAT, knowing good in his heart he didn't really believe that shit. He was signed the clutch and everything. But it didn't matter. But anyway, this is the time for JJ Redneck to prove that he's a great coach. Go out there and game plan. Show us that big brain of yours and throttle throttle Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. This is your moment, JJ Redneck. Show us how great you truly are. Put on the coaching masterclass of all masterclasses that we've seen this year. But we all know he's not going to do it because he's a fake hype job. He only got his job because of who he knows. Because, that dude, his real boss, love them folks. You know what I'm saying? He loves those folks, the so-called fake black activists. There ain't nothing wrong with that. But don't act like you're a black activist when in reality, you's a buck. Your actions display that of a buck dancer. But yeah, this is interesting, ladies and gentlemen. The Lakers have lost 3 games in a row. So will this be their 4th loss in a row? Because now, last I checked, they're only 3 games behind the Golden State Warriors. And I believe they're essentially tied with the Houston Rockets. The Rockets, I think, are 5th. So, man, they were just 2nd. And I told a gloating LeBron fan just last week, I said, y'all doing all this chirping, but when you look at from 2nd to 6th, it's so close. I said, in a couple of weeks, y'all could go easily from 2nd right down to 5th. And man, it hasn't been that. Now, maybe they can pull out something and do the impossible, but if I'm not mistaken, this game is at Denver. I think this is the end of a road trip for them. This game is at Denver. And y'all know how Denver is against the Lakers. The only thing I can think of is if they come out against this, I will admit it's a depleted Laker team, and lay an egg. It's possible. It's possible that they do that. But the greatness of Nikola Jokic should come. First of all, if they lose to a LeBron-less, Luka-less Laker team, then y'all Jokic fans can forget about talking about MVP award. You can forget about that shit. Period. Don't even bring that up. Don't even process it. Don't even process through your minds. And nobody hear no excuse either. Nobody wants to hear a channel talking about Jokic's brilliance on the court. Jokic this season has been sensational. Jokic this year is averaging 29.4 points per game. Also, he's putting up a ridiculous 13.7 rebounds per game. And I still come off this damn cold. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, we'll see what happens. Can the Lakers do the impossible? Can JJ Redneck prove that he's more than just a media hype job? We all know he really is. He is, man. Come on. These are just fake questions I'm putting out there. He's a hype job.